Going to see how AWS peering works. So AWS peering is a networking connection between two VPCs that enables to route traffic between those two VPC. So once you have peering enabled, the instances in those VPC can communicate with each other. So as you can see in the above diagram, in the diagram in front of you in the screen, there's an AWS cloud. Within that we have a single AWS region, and in that region we have two VPCs. So VPC A with CIDR 172.31.0.0 and another VPC with CIDR 10.0.0.0. Both are using /16 network, and then in each VPC we have public subnets. So and then in each public subnet we have one instance each, right? So in VPC A we have EC2-172, that is the name of the instance, and in another VPC we have EC2.10. So once we establish peering, and then instances in those VPC can ping each other. Okay, so so let us begin. First of all, I have already launched two instances, and I have opened those two terminals also. So let us quickly show you those two instances. So this is my EC2 console. As you can see, we have two instances, Linux instances running. So this is one instance, as you can see, this is using this VPC, and we have this is in 172.31 network, and the other and it is using security group, this security group, and you can see the security group, there is port 22 SSH that is allowing from a laptop, and there is another rule that is allowing all ICMP from the other VPC, the 10 CIDR, you can see here, right? Similarly, for another instance, it is launched in the 10 network. As you can see, the private IP address, and can go to the security, just check the security group. So it is the same also. We have opened port 22 from my laptop, and then ICMP is open from 172 network, right? So that instances can ping each other. Okay, so I have already logged in to two instances, and right now there's no peering connection, right? So if I ping the other instance 10.0.1.173, it is failing. Okay, understandably. So it is and let us check from the other instance. So ping 10.172.31.46.249. okay, so it is also failing. Fantastic. Now let us go to the VPC console. So here I have opened the VPC console. How do you go to how do you open VPC console? You open your VPC console, then you go on the left hand side in the navigation bar, in the VPC section, you will see at the bottom peering connection. Okay, now there is already, I had made a peering connection, so let us create a new one. So let us click create peering connection. Here we need to give it a name, so I'll give test peer con. Okay, now when you create peering connection, there is a requester VPC. So one VPC should request connection. So let us make one VPC the requester. So here I'm making 172 VPC the requester. And now in the next section it says me select another VPC to peer with, and then option is my account, another account. So both the VPC are in the same account, so I select my account, and I'm doing the peering in the same region. So I don't need to change these two radio buttons. Okay, and now I have to select the acceptor VPC. So in my case, this VPC, test VPC, is my acceptor, and it is using 10.0 CIDR, right? So once this is done, I can click create peering connection. So you can see in the top banner it says that a peering connection has been requested. So it is not yet created, it's requested, and then it says pending acceptance here. So what we need to do, since we have initiated a peering request, we have to go to our VPC console and accept the request, because the status, as you can see here, it is pending acceptance. So what I do, I go to actions and I click accept request, and there's a summary. Okay, so giving all the information, so I click accept request. Now as you can see, it has been established, so the peer peering connection has been established. Now my status is showing active. Okay, now since we have established peering, now the next part is establishing proper routes. So for that I go to route tables. Okay, this is one route table for my 172 instance, so I click that, I edit routes, add routes, and from here I add a route to my 10 network. I select peering connection. Okay, so what I'm essentially doing here is I'm adding a route to the another VPC CIDR, that is 10.0.0.0/16, and I'm saying that to go to this destination, please use this VPC peering connection ID as your target. Now save changes. Okay, so that is, it is done. As you can see, this route is set up. Now I have to do the same, the same route changes in my the other VPC. So that is in this route table and subnet, so I have to edit the routes again. This time I'm saying that I'm using the other CIDR 0.0.0/16. okay, and again the VPC peering connection, I have to select this one, and same thing. Okay, now again if I see the routes, it says okay, to go to 10 network, to go to 172 network, select this peering connection. Okay, now my routes have been set up properly, so if I go and now check the ping, it should work. Okay, so here, see, from here also it's working. Okay, fantastic. So so great. So we have now seen that how we can configure AWS VPC peering. If you want to know more about VPC and route tables and all, so I have already uploaded a video. I will put the link in the description bar, you can check that. And also you can subscribe to my channel so that whenever I put in new videos, okay, you will be notified. Thank you, and be safe.